Welcome to another edition of the Book and the Boss, and as you can see, the book is not here. Keith,
that or you lost a lot of weight, man.
Uh-oh, I didn't say that, Pat. Pat's out sick today. He'll be back hopefully in a day or so for the Wings in the Stanley Cup.
Certainly not going to be easy filling his shoes. He's the legend, without a doubt.
He carries this show, I can tell you that, and so can Jim Martinez behind the camera. We'll tell you the same thing. This is Pat's show, but we'll carry on as we do. Keith, you're a hockey guy that you are, our hockey writer. Big one starting tomorrow at the Joe. Stanley Cup Finals. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm actually amazed that I'll actually get to see the Red Wings in a Stanley Cup Finals. I thought after 2002 and with the whole salary cap structure, I was a little worried that, well, who knows when we'll see the Wings back in the Cup Finals. It could be another 40 years like it was between, 66 and 95. But my opinion, you really got to hand it to the Wings front office for how they've signed and drafted and really adjusted to this new salary cap era. A lot of teams haven't done that. They've managed to do it, and I really don't see how they're going to lose this series. Of course, it could be wrong, but I know everyone talks about the offensive firepower of the Penguins, but I like the defense of the Red Wings. The old adage, defense beats great offense. Experience is heavily skewed in favor of the Red Wings. I have to imagine that'd be a factor. They know what it's all about, and I don't see them losing the series. I think the West was better than the East this year, but we'll see.
We'll see, because I'm telling you, it comes down to the East and the West don't see each other.
Right.
Unlike the NBA or other sports where you can kind of draw a comparison during the year, we really don't know.
Yeah, they didn't play it all in the regular season.
And I hear out there that these young guys for Pittsburgh have to earn their stripes. Well, maybe not. Maybe they are that good. But I agree with you. I think it comes down to defense, and I think that the Wings' top four defensemen, Stewart and Cromwell and Lidstrom and Rafalski, I think are going to be the difference.
In the Penguins, I don't think they've seen players like Datsuk or Zetterberg. They say how their defense has been really good. I mean, they played the Rangers. Who do they?
Right.
Jagger's maybe about it for them, and Ottawa and Philadelphia. Nowhere near the caliber players of Datsuk or Zetterberg that the Penguins' defense had to contend with.
So are you saying 5, 6, 7? What do you think?
I'll say 6.
6 on the road. Hopefully 5 or 7, because I want to see them win it at home. But what do we know? Another big series going on. The Pistons, Game 3 tomorrow night. Big win last night in Boston. Are they back on track? Does Boston have a prayer?
Of course. My opinion, I really think the Pistons are going to have to win 2 games in Boston to win this series. Everyone's making way too much of this Boston. They can't win on the road. They acted like the Pistons won the series last night because, there's just no way Boston. I mean, why even fly here to Detroit, I just think, just like they were due to lose a game at home, I think eventually they're just too good they're too good to go winless on the road in the postseason. So I really would be surprised if the Celtics didn't win a game at the Palace. But given that was a big win yesterday for the Pistons, just to sort of get on even terms. And now I think all they really need to do is win 1 more in Boston, because I don't think they'll lose 2 at home.
Right. I think a big advantage last night for the Pistons was that Boston's big 3 did get off last night. Allen did find his shooting touch and got in. They had 75 points among their big 3 and still lost. I think for the Pistons standpoint, that was a good sign. Big confidence builder for Stuckey, and coming home, as they say, I mean, I think tomorrow's a key game. Got to get that Game 3 and establish that winning in Boston was
keep the momentum and
only one step. But we turn the page to baseball, and the Tigers have won 3 in a row.
Well,
I heard you say parade, I think.
Let's start the parade. Well, it's good. It's a step in the right direction. They're just lucky no one's running away with the American League Central, although the White Sox have won 8 in a row as we film this. But it's a start. You got to start somewhere. They got to prove they can do it against better teams and do it over the long haul. And I never was worried about the offense. I just think their pitching has got to show for a 2 or 3 month stretch they can be consistent. Especially their starters. I don't think they can get any worse. They've been horrible so far this year, but I think if they show some rapid improvement for 2 month stretch or so, I think they can get back into this.
I think it still comes down to Bonderman and Verlander are the two horses, and they got to get it going.
Without a
and
doubt.
if they do, then I think the rest
That
will
is
somewhat fall in line.
That is the one alarming thing, especially with those two you mentioned. Their strikeout to walk ratio is just puzzling.
Right.
I mean, Bonderman even yesterday he gets the win, but he's 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And Verlander, he's walking more and he's striking out. It's just very odd. I don't get why. I don't know if it's the velocity or what. They're just not striking out hitters. They're not breaking bats, and just we'll see if they can get that turned around. But that just seems to be the curious thing to me.
See if they get going. At least the offense this week did show signs of coming out of that hibernation.
Well, we can play Seattle every week.
I know, Seattle and Texas, round them up. That's it for another edition of the Book and the Boss. Keith Dunlap filling in, Jeff Kuehn, sports editor. Pat, get well. American Idol behind the camera, Jim Martinez. Keep up the good work. We'll see everybody next week.